What is up, everybody? We're back. YouTube is working. Thank goodness. Get to see our ugly mugs this week. You're probably a little depressed because you didn't get to see our faces last week. We had all kinds of issues, struggles. There was, it was bad. But got everything working now. We're back. Going to be talking golf again this week.
Already fucked it up.
What are you doing,
All
Joe?
of it. Not in there. I'm not doing
you.
that.
It's got to be you.
I'm not even logged in yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess it was me.
Yep, we knew it.
All right, strike one.
Dad.
So, how is everybody doing this evening?
Doing good.
We're good.
Doing well.
Good.
On the ready. Good Lord. So, my apologies. How's everybody doing this evening?
Doing good.
Peachy. Yep, we're good.
I got to play golf this past weekend, so
I figured you were going to be in really good spirits because you got to play some golf. Filled up some of that soul golf need.
I needed it. That's for sure.
So, hey, want to give some love.
That's me.
The Aces went back to back, got another banner, another title to the city. The parade and gathering was this evening. My wife was down there. She had a pretty good time. The Knights are 6-0 on the season. The Rebels 6-1, bowl eligible the first time in forever. And Dan, what is up with the Raiders?
Too inconsistent, man. I don't know. They're not very good to begin with, but yeah, that was sad.
Wow. I mean, Chicago's not a good football team.
Evidently.
Don't tell Gonter.
Evidently, neither are the Raiders.
Oh. Well, you know what? Here, let's get Matty G in early because Joe will probably love this. Let's see. Here we go.
What's going on, everybody? It's Matt Gontark with the Chasing Daylight podcast. Hope everybody's having a great week. I got some fantastic news for everybody looking at some cooler weather. If you're waiting for it, it's finally here this week, and this weekend is looking even better. So temperatures finally dropping down in the low 70s Saturday, and we're going to look at some breezes out of the northwest, but a very comfortable start for Saturday, and then Sunday, high temperature about 64 degrees. So things, again, looking cooler into the weekend. I know we have Nevada Day on Friday. Shout out to the Blackhawks in town, taking on VGK.
Boo.
Be serving up that first L. Might be a tough game, but I hope the Golden Knights continue to make history. So looking forward to it. If you're golfing this weekend, have a great time.
Matty G. I just got one thing for that.
Oh, you said Blackhawks this week? Well, we were in Chicago, so
No, they play on Friday
Oh, okay.
at T-Mobile.
Not that far because I'm going to the game tomorrow night. So
It's the Nevada Day 3 p.m. game.
Yep.
Because
everybody's supposed to be off work to go to the game.
I hate Nevada Day not being on Halloween. It's just dumb.
Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, we had it off on Halloween. It was always Halloween, but
They
Because
changed
that's
the
when
day.
it is. No, they made it a corporate BS the last Friday of the month
Yeah.
to give everybody a 3-day weekend. And it's like, no, I want Halloween off.
corporate BS does not exist. What are you talking about?
Sorry. I'm out.
Dan, do you have it off?
I didn't know it. I didn't know it went
Yeah,
away.
I do.
Oh, you
Yeah.
do?
So there you go.
One of the
Oh.
few paid holidays. Perks of working for the state.
I mean, I would hope so. Working down there at the Rebel
That's
campus.
it.
Maybe get a little Nevada Day golf outing.
Good possibility.
All right. I'll look into that and see what we got. So, hey, I was at the golf stop today. New spot that's popping
I
up
saw
here
that, yeah.
in West Henderson. I'm saying West Henderson so everybody doesn't think.
I hated that you said West Henderson.
I know, but I want to say it because there's
New Henderson.
Yeah.
when people think Henderson, it's a big ass area. So I want to.
I'd rather just hear the cross streets.
It's on the St. Rose corridor
in Henderson, off of St. Rose and Maryland Parkway.
Yeah, right across from where Chicken and Pickle's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Down the street from Costco, next to the Broken Yoke. They got a Wagyu place going in next to them. There's a Jersey Mike's there. Anyways.
I sent it to someone. They were like, where is that at? I said, well, West Henderson, of course. Like, I don't know where the fuck West Henderson is. I said, it's off of St. Rose in Maryland. Oh, too far for me.
Oh, my God. People.
Well, he lives in Centennial.
Yeah, so, well, that's definitely too far.
Yeah, that's too far.
And that's the problem, because most of the stuff that's been opening up out here lately is nowhere near this area of town. So I'm kind of happy about it. But anyway, I was in Brett and Caleb invited me down there today. Check it out. Cool little spot, man. It's nothing crazy, huge, elaborate. It's 4 bays, a little snack bar, some bathrooms, and but definitely modern take on it. The sound systems in there, they are great. You can dial in the audio from the TVs if you want. And I was standing in one bay while it was in another and can't hear anything in the other bay. It's a lot more of a private setting. The walls extend a lot further, so you're not going to see people next to you playing. Nice. So it's a little bit more intimate, I guess you could say.
Yeah, from the video, it looks great. I mean, 4 bays is not a lot, right? But I mean, it's a smaller space, but I think 4 bays is pretty adequate for the area.
Hey, you never know. You kill it, and then the next one has 8, and then you go from there.
I mean, 5-iron is 8 bays, right? I think.
Yep.
3 on each side, and then 2 in the
2.
front.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be 3 bays originally, but I like the 4th bay. I mean, it's close to the house too. So
Beds is asking if there's any retail space. I wonder why.
There's always room for a rack on the wall.
There's
a little Hidden Greens hoodie up there.
Some TM, but they got a little snack bar. They're gonna have some breakfast sandwiches options, and just
saw the
snacks.
draft handles in your video. I saw the draft handles.
Some 805
looked like
on
some
tap
Atomic
already.
Duck up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I told him, you're gonna have to get the Esandos going. So can swing in, grab an Esando
wrapped in caution tape.
They had them at Boulder City too, Joe. At Muni, they got them right there at the register.
Of course they do, because Boulder City knows what's up.
Yeah. Anyways, so they're having their grand opening here in a couple weeks. I think it's going to be the weekend after King of the Green, so not this weekend, but next. So if you want to follow them on their socials, it's the Golf Stop. I posted some stories on the Chasing Daylight page, so you can check it out and hit up their website and go reserve yourself a time once it opens, because it's a cool little spot, the Golf Stop. So,
well, I struggled with this the other day, right? So I took Theo to get a haircut, right? He wanted to go play golf. I told him, if you're good, we'll go play golf after. And we had just played at Boulder Creek. So we're down at Sports Clips on Eastern and Silverado. And I was like, I don't really feel like going to one of the golf courses in the area. Like, I don't feel like making that trek because we're down the street from our house. And he's like, we're not playing golf at home. I don't want to play golf at home. I want to play golf somewhere else. So I gave him the ultimatum.
Bougie already.
Yeah. I gave him the ultimatum. Do you want to go buy a new game at Target and go play golf at home, or do you want to go play golf? Fairly proud. And he said, he wants to go play golf. He says, screw the game. Let's go play some golf. So I looked up RoboGolf Pro. They were closing in 20 minutes. So to have the Golf Stop fairly close, which it's going to be 24 hours, right? I think I saw that, right? 24 hours. If you remember.
Yeah, the plan is.
If you remember, you're probably going to have a key fob or something to where you can get in.
Yeah.
So in that situation, like that might work out during Theo's next haircut, because we had to go down to Las Vegas Golf Center, which is absolute just
rough,
pitiful.
Rough.
It's terrible. It's so bad.
So very,
The
very
mats
bad.
are just beat up and just bald, and the balls like I had one that literally went down, up, down, right, left, right, up, down, left, right. Like sounded like an
Isn't that the
Nintendo
Contra? Yeah,
password.
Contra
Contra
code.
Yeah,
code.
yeah. It was so bad. And to have somewhere fairly close to the house where you can go in just to please your son that wants to play golf because he doesn't want a game, I'm down for that.
Heck yeah.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah, the guy from Avalon, it's Meat Candy, the jerky.
Yeah.
He was in
Right
there.
across from M Resort, right?
Yeah,
think so.
he was in dropping off some supplies, so they got that in stock. It's gonna be a good little place. So looking forward to seeing how they do. But Caleb is gonna be at King of the Green next Thursday. And actually, Dan, you're playing him
First round matchup.
First round matchup.
Big cups.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody's. I probably should tell everybody that they're not like.
Got asked a couple of those
massive
questions
cups, right,
over the
Joe?
weekend. Hey, King of the Greens. It's on the putting course, right?
Yeah, it's on the putting
Not
course.
on the putting green. I
Not
know.
on the putting
Yeah,
green.
and I said yes on the putting course. They're like, they got the big cups, and I'm like, yes. They're like volleyball size
On the
They're
putting
not
course?
that big.
I know. No, they're like double cup size. I would say maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna. The thing that's crazy about that golf course is it's not necessarily the putts into the hole; it's the putts getting it to the putt that goes in the hole. Because
there's undulation, there's bunkers,
you can hit it in the water.
Yeah.
It's not a small little left or right breaker. It's more of the adventure of getting to the cup. So we'll see how it goes, and
that we will.
If everybody has a good time, then we'll continue holding it there, and if everybody hates it, then we'll find some.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Will.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
It doesn't matter the size of the cups; it's the size of the putts.
Exactly. The only cup size matters the one that's gonna be in my hand.
I did see that Darden posted that he was doing some like level work. It looks like they're going to put Top Tracer in at Angel Park.
Yep,
driving range.
Oh wow,
interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting. We'll see.
Doing good shit up there.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. So some of the news that came down, that of course Tuesday, right after we record, was the LIV Golf getting slapped in the wrist for not being able to get OWGR points, and it made news for a couple days. And I know they just had their championship. Wars was down there because it took place at the Blue Monster Doral. I mean, do you think are they going to continue to still try this and fight to try and get OWGR points?
Mm-hmm. I think they will.
Isn't it pointless by now? This is.
I think the Shark wants him. Of course, the Shark wants him because they probably promised them this. They probably promised the players we're going to be on the OWGR, and they've fallen short on that promise, and they'll probably continue to try, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I would like to see them just quit the battles and just go make your shit great.
Yeah, just go play golf with
just
Matt
go
Wolf
play golf and make your shit great.
Chase Koepka and enjoy yourself.
He got regulated, didn't he?
Yeah, I know. And then that's the other story that came out. It's like players are going to be dropped. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said there was 4 guys that they showed that got. I don't even know if it's true. Did they get booted?
I don't know, but I
can't
think
imagine
that's
Koepka's team. I don't think he'd allow his brother to get booted, right?
Oh no, it's Matt Wolf.
But I think that's one of the interesting things about LIV is like if you're dropped from a team, you are either picked up by a team or you're gone. You know, I think that's one of the. It's like a real sport. You know, like sign someone off waivers or whatever, and that's that makes it interesting. But they don't have the depth of field for a bunch of players that are going to be like that. So that's the thing. They have to sign someone else or whatever. But I think if there was people hanging in the balance and it's like, where is this dude going to go because he's a sick golfer? I think that could make LIV really interesting. And I think that's the idea that they were going for. But there's just not a ton of interest or a ton of players that are going to feed that scenario.
Move the needle.
You know what I mean? You know, but that makes it interesting though. It's like, you didn't play well for our team, so we're dropping you and we're trying to assign you to another team or you're going to be fucked. You know,
Do you guys believe Bubba when he says that more than 3-4 people have offered him money to buy his team?
I didn't hear that, but no, not really.
No,
Might have exaggerated that a bit.
by 3 or 4.
Yeah. Some candy store in Florida wants to buy his team.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe he included the candy store in the deal, and the candy store is worth more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bubba's sweet spot.
Bubba.
Funny.
All right.
You better include that jacket.
So I have taken a hiatus from playing golf, not intentionally. Had some family in town. My daughter was had her theatrical production, and so that kind of this past weekend spent more time with family and the kiddos. Am still working on some putting, but I'm not. I won't make a full swing with the club until tomorrow, which puts me almost at a week that I haven't swung a club. But you guys were out at Boulder Creek on Sunday. How did that go?
Good, Jeremy. Do you want to tell the story of the gummy?
No, none of that. Yeah, Boulder Creek was good, except the one thing I noticed was we played Desert Hawk and El Dorado. Is that the right? Okay.
That's a weird combo.
The greens were 2 different speeds on both sides, of course. I mean, 2 courses, they're going to have maybe little differences, but I was hitting everything by on the front 9 and hitting everything about 5 feet short on the back 9 because they couldn't get used to the speeds. But course is in awesome shape, of course. It always is. It was super early. It was chilly in the morning, which is nice and refreshing. It was good to get out there.
Dan, how about you? Was it close to when we played a couple weeks prior?
It was pretty similar condition. I haven't played El Dorado in a long time, and honestly forgot the whole layout. So every hole felt like it was brand new. But I played like absolute shit. I think I made, like, no joke, probably 10 to 12 bogeys. Just could not get.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was all over the place. I don't think I made my first par until like 8, and yeah, it was a shit show. But it was fun, and luckily I was able to get a CTP in the skin, so came out with a little bit of dough.
I played like shit and still won.
Yeah, it was just all you need to get lucky is on one hole, in that format.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you got the wedges built up yet?
I got them, but I haven't replaced the shafts yet. I played with the S200s, and they're okay. They're just super light, so I got to get.
That's not good enough.
Yeah, they're like 110 grams or 115 grams or something like that. So it's pretty light. So yeah, I got to get those S400s in there soon.
Probably hear it bending when you swing.
Yeah, I was actually trying to smooth out the tempo a little bit, but still, nonetheless, just play like.
All right, Soul Golfer.
Yes. It was fantastic to be out there playing golf. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was in a cart with Jeremy, which is always a pleasure. We also played with Sean and Tice. I hadn't played in a month, so it was really good to be out there, and I was just trying to enjoy myself. And I played pretty good. I shot a 79. I didn't know until the end. I feel like I had it in my head, but it had a chip ski and a birdie, which was great. Yeah, and we played El Dorado, like I said, like they said. It's been a long time. I think I've played El Dorado like twice, and one of those times was like 3 days after Quinn was born because I snuck out of the hospital to go play. But but yeah, it was great to be out there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't win any money, but that's besides the fact. It was just great to play some golf with a buddy driving in the cart. That was Zen gardening, if you will, and it was just a really good time. I enjoyed it.
Zen gardening.
Zen gardening.
Yeah.
You spent a little time in
I'm
the
just trying to
bunkers,
get him
Jeremy?
to talk about it. I'm just trying to get
You
him
know
to talk
what?
about
I had some knee pain, and Sean offered me some CBD, and
Oh,
so
it was Sean's
was-
CBD, not
it. Yeah,
over
Sean
this is
CBD.
someone's. Yeah. So it was fun times. I was telling them I was in the bunker a lot. Like I was in the bunker a lot, and Joe can attest to that. Every time I went in there, I was actually raking one of the bunkers. I think it was on 8, and I like stopped, and then I thought, I'm in a Zen garden right now. Like the one on someone's desk, like raking the sand.
Micro machines.
It was amazing. It was the best rake job I've ever done.
Joe's wondering where Jeremy's at. He's over there just listening to
Yeah.
some music, just chilling, drawing designs in the bunker.
Jeremy
Get
was
your shot.
It made it just that much more enjoyable.
Laughs were had. Many,
Yep.
many laughs.
Oh, I can imagine. So how was the knee?
Knee was great. Knee was
So
definitely
it
good.
works.
Was it
It
great
worked.
because you
Good,
forgot about it?
It's
Is
like
that
the pain was still there. I just didn't care.
Yeah.
So it was like more of a dull, not a sharp pain. It was now a dull pain.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I'm mad I missed that now.
Yeah. It was a good time. It was, and Boulder Creek is in great shape.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
really is. I mean,
What did you think of so you didn't play Coyote, so you didn't see, well, no, on Desert Hawk you saw one.
yeah, with the cut down reeds. Yeah.
Big
It
difference,
looks
huh?
very different. Yeah. It looks very different. Yeah, I hammered it down there. But no, it looks really good. And I don't know if it takes away from it or like, I wish they would have just chopped them in half, you know, like they took them completely out and it just kind of clears it up, which is nice, but
I like
like
being able to see it.
of course you do. But, you know, some people want a challenge and
This guy- Wow.
no, I'm just fucking with you. But, no, I think it made it look really good. I think, it was funny. We were on, I think it was 9. Yeah, 9 on Desert Hawk. And, I overheard Sean and, Tice talking about it. Like, I hate this hole. I hate this hole. What a shittily designed hole. I'm like,
Shittily.
what the fuck are you guys talking
That's
about?
The best
shittily-
hole on the entire property.
You know, I'm
Right.
like, what are you guys talking about?
Uh,
And Sean wasn't as critical as Tice, but you know, it's like I tell him, I'm like, hey, what this hole is telling you right now is hit the hard shot now or hit the hard shot later. You make a choice, pick it, and then deal with it. And then we all hit, and Jeremy ended up in the bunker. I barely cleared the water because hit it off the hosel, and you know, Sean was kind of like, you know, back and forth what he was going to do. He went for it, he cleared it, he hit it further than me, but he was down in the little creek bed and he got stuck by some rocks, so he had to hit a drop. So Mike played it as like a 3-hole, he played like a par 5, and after I told him, I explained to him, it's like hit the hard shot now, hit the hard shot later. And I heard Mike say like it's a pretty good hole. I heard him like kind of like it's a pretty hole. You know, it kind of changed in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Desert Hawk number 9 is a great hole, right? It's one of those holes where it's like I said, do it now or do it later. What do you pick your adventure? Do it now or do it later. And That's as almost as much as we can ask in a golf hole, you know?
I got a great video of Dan making probably one of the worst swings of his life, where he came across so bad and like hit it back onto the other side of the golf course, and it hooked or it sliced and was a low burner and just ended up in a great spot. But it was, yeah, that's a fun challenge, especially if the wind's in your face, man. That can be a really tough hole. Really tough hole. All right, so what, Joe? You're on mute.
I said, speaking of this, even though I wasn't speaking because I was muted, I don't think we've ever talked about this. What defines a good hole for you?
Oh, well, I'd say so, but then you just chastise me for my thoughts. So I'll let you go first.
Well, I'm always gonna chastise you because you're dad.
Because you're dad.
Good golf hole. Let's see.
What is a good golf hole to you?
I love a scenic hole.
As most do.
Like Black Desert, the mountains in the background, just epic. Up in Idaho, which you got the forest in the trees. Hawaii, you got the coast. Bandon, you got the coast. I like a good scenic hole. I think I like par fours more than par threes. Par threes are fun, but I like hitting driver, hitting iron, maybe a wedge.
I think one of the things is most people look for the scenic, right? But if you're in like Nebraska, what would define a good golf hole? You know what I mean? Like
Cow
or
farms.
if you're in, if you're in the middle of nowhere, right? Do you need to see a mountain in the background? If there's no mountains in the background, there's no ocean.
Of course not.
Like, what makes a good golf hole? Like, what aspects of a hole make it good?
I like it when the architect is really messing with you, like visually, like off the tee. If you don't know the layout of the course, like you've played it before, and you go out on this and you see visually this hole, and then you play it, and you're like, "Whoa, he really messed with me on this." I love that. I like when Pete Dye is a master at that with his bunkering and how he can make a bunker that's 60, 70 yards in front of the green look like it's greenside.
Yeah, I mean, that's a Mackenzie special right there, camouflage. Making things seem closer than they are, or further than they are, or hiding in plain sight.
So what's a hole for a soul golfer? What's a great golf hole?
I think there's a lot of aspects to it. It's like I like to see something that makes you make a decision on the tee. Number one, that's what made me think of this is number 9. It's like hard shot now, hard shot later. I think a great hole forces you to hit shots, draws, cuts, whatever it is, whatever it may be. I think movement in the ground where the ball feeds into certain areas if you don't hit the right spots makes a good hole. I think that obviously bunkering like Mackenzie where he's with the camo on it. Greenside bunkers are great to make it. I like a propped up green, kind of like a Fazio kind of propped up green where there's the bunkers on the sides. If you're gonna build a really good golf hole, I think Fazio Desert out at Prim Valley would be a great green start. I think Jack Nicklaus fairway 17 at Coyote would be fantastic. Not necessarily being a par 5 to start with, but I think having to force you to hit a shot if you're a cutter of the ball, I feel like a shot where you have to hit a draw is great. and forcing you to do something you're uncomfortable with. I love that. I think movement, really, really good movement of the land is where it starts. And, some sort of interesting green where you can have many pin placements, and tiers or bowls. And that can go into something else where it's like, is it a fun hole or is it a challenging hole? Like, is it where it's like a bowl on the green to make it funner so it feeds everywhere? But I mean, there's so many different aspects. There's so many different golf courses out there.
Have
And,
you guys ever looked at my Vegas 18 on the breakfast ball?
I have. It's been years, but
I thought, because that made me, think about the different holes in Vegas. I'll run it down real quick. So, what I did is, like, the hole number one, it has to be a hole number one on a golf course. Hole number two is a hole two on that golf course. So, number one, and I did 3 par threes, 3 par fours, 3 par fives. I think that's what it was. Right.
he built a golf course out of the holes that are
yeah.
existing in Vegas.
So number one is Wolf Creek, the first hole at Wolf Creek, par 5. Love that. It's one of the only holes I like on that golf course. Number 2 is the second at Conestoga, the downhill par 3. I know we played that as a shotgun, so not everybody remembers exactly where that is. Dan, have you played Conestoga?
I have not been out there.
Oh, you need to go play there. Number 3 is the third at Paiute Snow, par 5 with the water right. Number 4 is number 4 at Coyote Springs, the hardest handicap hole out there. Number 5 is the par 3 at Sienna, the kind of almost like an island green, but not really, but kind of. Then this was before Reflection flipped the 9s. So this is hole 6, which is what now, 15? Or no, I think that's.
I think one thing we're like really,
yeah,
we're really lacking in Vegas is like really interesting greens. Like, we don't have a shit ton of like really interesting creative greens in Vegas.
Like tiered or
bold or like,
except for Coyote.
green.
Coyotes are all
Coyotes are
pretty crazy. Yeah, pretty crazy. But besides Coyote, there's not many that are like really interesting green complexes.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
I don't know. I think Shadow's got some pretty awesome ones. So High's got some pretty. I think Rio's got some good ones. Well, they used to.
There's good ones out there, right? There is good ones out there for sure, but there's no course in town where it's like, man, those greens are so interesting. Where you can say that, like all of the greens, like what they're doing in South Carolina at Tree Farm and old Bournewell, like there's nothing like super crazy where it's.
I think we kind of got to deal with the ground we have, though. It's
that's
hard.
true. I know that.
I think TPC Vegas has got some good greens.
Yeah, I know. I think the one thing is like I'm fiending for that style of like a natural course, and we're not going to get any of those out here, unfortunately.
No.
I know that, but I just want somewhere where we can play where it's like, man, that looks really creative.
Pop Stroke is coming. That should.
Yeah, Tiger. Yeah.
So I'll finish this, and then I could do the back nine some other time. So number 7 is the 7th at Dragon Ridge. Number 8 is the 8th at Southern Highlands. And number 9 is Wild Horse. I love the 9th hole at Wild Horse.
So do I.
That is another, hit the hard shot now or hit the hard shot later type hole.
Yeah. We're booming Metropolis, and I just would love to see one of these guys come out here and do something for us. That's all I'm saying. It's not going to happen, but
we're done with golf.
But it would be very cool if they did.
More courses are going to get axed, and no golf course is ever going to get greenlit.
Yeah, I know, but one can hope.
Yeah.
One can hope.
Let's hope for the greatest winter storm in the history of winter storms, and Lake Mead rises 400 feet and the spillways are active again.
Yeah.
Then maybe they'll put some grass at Legacy. So El Dan was out there, played Legacy. He said it's getting closer. He's a little furry in spots, but it's getting closer.
I heard some reports of Prim that were pretty good.
Yeah, that's when we went out.
No, I heard some recently, like this past weekend.
Yeah.
It's close. It seems like it's close.
Well, there was a tournament at Legacy, and they were posting photos, and it looked pretty good. And so when I saw that he was playing out there, I asked, and he said, "Yeah, it's close. It's close." Yeah. So, hey, so one of the other things that I want to talk about, when we were talking about the Shriners and Tom Kim getting the win, because he's in the top 50, he didn't get any FedEx Fall points. And so I went and looked, and there was like four guys in the top 5 that were all top 50 that they didn't get any points. And he said it's a 500-point event, and like the third place guy got a snippet of points. And so it's really weird how they're breaking it down. But I looked at the next 10 is what they're calling it. And right now it's Bo Hostler, Taylor Montgomery, Nick Hardy, Ben Griffin, Alex Smalley, JJ Spawn, Mackenzie Hughes, Steven Jaeger, Luke List, Thomas Dietrich, and Mark Hubbard. That's 51 through 60. Mark Hubbard 61. But then I looked at because there's been 4 events now. There's 3 left, and the guys aren't moving. Bo Hostler was 51 last week. Taylor Montgomery was 56 last week. He moved up 4 spots. Nick Hardy moved up a spot. Ben Griffin dropped 2 spots. Alex Smalley dropped 2 spots. JJ Spawn's the biggest mover. He was 63. He's now 56. Mackenzie Hughes dropped 2 spots. Steven Jaeger dropped a spot. Luke Liz dropped a spot. Thomas Dietrich dropped a spot. It's like there's not a whole lot of movement going on like I thought there would be. And the points break down. Mark Hubbard's at 61. He's 875. And Thomas Dietrich is at 876. So it's like 1 point separating. Which, I mean, that's going to be interesting come the last event. But I really thought there would be a little bit more movement with these guys. Harry's at 87, up a couple spots from 89. And that's 2 top 20 finishes. I mean, top 20 is not, not raking in the big bucks, top 5 type shit.
Well, Harry was 24, 21, I think.
He's 26, 24.
Yeah. Top 30.
Sorry.
I'm just saying. I'm rooting for him like you are, but we don't need a rat fart.
No. So I don't know. I want this to be a successful thing. I want it to cause some drama. And it is the first year, so give us some time, of course. But up next, no golf this weekend on the PGA Tour. Come back next week at Diamante for the Worldwide Technology. El Cardinal at Diamante. Cabo, which they just got hit by a hurricane too, so I'm wondering if they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Any more words on Dantanze Bay?
No, but we're probably going to switch that up, of course, in true Dan Joe fashion. It's probably going to turn into some fucking St. Andrew's trip or something like that.
No shit.
But no, I got my passport today. So
that was my next question.
yeah, I got my passport today, so I feel official. I'm an official American now, and I can travel abroad. So that's pretty cool. But no, we were talking about South Carolina potentially. I don't know. It could change so many times between now and then. So yeah, we'll see. I does not Danzante. They got hit with the Hurricane Hillary or whatever, and I just feel like we should see it at its peak. So because they said the fairways are kind of beat, so I don't know.
I'm curious how Diamante is.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like that place is. I mean, even I'm sure that even after this past one, that probably Danzante probably got a few more inches to it. Making it harder to pull it out. So
No idea what you just said.
well, you can figure it out. I know what I was talking about.
Did any of you guys watch Zozo at all? We had some primetime golf.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't watch much, but
not as much as I wanted, but the course looked amazing. Saying all the Sahith Theegala, those videos you were talking about, Joe.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Course looks amazing.
Where did Sahith finish? I didn't even look. I was paying attention
to top 15, top 20, something like that.
I got to go back and go over everything, and I haven't done that since the regular season ended, so that'll give me something to do.
Yeah, I mean, the Vegas resident pulls it out. Colin Morikawa. I think probably the sashimi helped him a little bit. Like he was. Me and Jeremy talked about it a little bit when we were playing this past weekend. It's so hard to pick somebody that's going to win because Colin hasn't been playing great.
Mm-mm.
And it's like if you're tinkering and you're the mayor of Tinkertown, something might just click at some point and you're going to win a BGA stop. So it's so hard to know.
Colin had a pretty good record at the Ryder Cup, though, didn't he? Didn't he play pretty well there?
I think he had a decent record. Yeah, he played okay.
Maybe that was the spark. Maybe he found,
but nothing to forecast a
absolutely.
win. I mean, he also came from behind too, right? After I think he was back 6 strokes after 54 or something.
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
he
and then he won by 6
he
strokes.
shot a final round 63, if I remember correctly.
Yep, I think you're right. Yeah, I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah,
and then that shit's hard to predict. Golf is fucking weird, man.
Very, very. So a couple things we got up. We got, like I said, the King of the Green. That'll be next week at Angel Park. And then after that is the final regular season VGN event out at Las Vegas National, our only Sunday tournament of the season. That's not a 2-day event. 1 day Sunday event. Got 50 guys signed up for that one. Some of them still need to pay.
He's talking about me.
Yep, I am.
I'm going to wait till 10 minutes before the tournament starts.
Oh, you're going to watch it. You're not going to have a tee time. I mean, tell the guy, hey, he's not allowed.
Just trying to induce all the stress possible.
Oh, hey, it's no stress on me if you don't show up. That's one person less I have to worry about to help get me in the finals. Because I need a miracle. And the way I'm playing, yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of videoing at Revere because I won't be swinging. I won't be swinging any golf clubs.
Hey, is the Revere shack going to be done by the time for the finals?
Oh yeah, Moorhead's open.
It's really open.
Yep.
Okay, wow. I didn't know that.
Yep.
So I was almost going to take Theo up there. Yesterday.
What's it called?
Yep.
Moorhead.
It's the Moorhead Grill. It's named after a gentleman that was predominant in the community.
Sweet.
Yeah, not.
Hey, let's go get some Moorhead tonight.
Thank you for that history
Everybody needs some
Yeah.
of
Moorhead.
Moorhead.
Yeah,
You know what sounds good?
Can't wait to watch the
Moorhead.
documentary.
there's Moosehead and there's Moorhead.
Are they filming a documentary on this?
I don't know. Probably you'll probably tell us about it. 'Cause
And they probably need a pamphlet to hand out or something just to explain it.
just yeah.
Hmm.
So the
Here's
only
a
reason I saw is
pamphlet.
because his family posted a picture and Revere reposted it, reshared it, or shared it.
Mm.
Family was there at the dedication. So,
Hey, awesome for them, right?
dude, great addition to
Yeah.
that place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Much
it's-
needed, I think.
They got some TVs out there. You can chill. After you get done with your round, you don't got to go all the way back to the clubhouse. You can just pull up right there, grab a bite. You got something at the turn now. That's
Yeah.
good little
Yeah.
spot. Great idea, and I think it's going to do well. Add to the
Yeah.
enhancement of River. And hey, Concord's looking really good.
Oh yeah.
It's looking really good. So
Okay.
that was surprising. I wasn't expecting it to be as pretty as it's looking. I don't know. I haven't played Revere in a while. It's crazy.
I feel like it's been a long time for me too.
Mhm.
Yeah, it has been a while. I think the last time I played there, I was wearing a hoodie, which is long time for how relatively close it is. I don't got anything else. You guys got anything else that you want to chat about? It's kind of a bunk
Dan,
week.
Jeremy, what you guys got?
Oh, hey, I do got one thing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay,
Well, I'll come
Dad.
back. Go ahead.
No, just talk what you want to talk about.
No, I posted another review on the breakfast ball. So go check that out.
About socks.
About socks. Hey, reviews are reviews are reviews. Socks need love too.
Yeah, go check
Whose
that out.
socks?
Stance.
Oh,
Stan socks are great. I mean, they're expensive, but they're good.
Yeah, they got a new performance line that not too shabby.
Not as good as Travis Matthews socks, though.
Dude, the Equator socks will never
the
come
Equator
off my
socks are really
feet.
good.
They are
Yeah.
so damn good.
they're pretty nice.
And not just
Yeah,
because
really
Bed
good.
is listening. They're honestly my favorite sock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to be Quater anymore. So
No, the
True.
Travis Matthews socks will be
Yep.
amazing. So, all right. Anybody got anything?
yeah. What do you guys got? Give us something. Jeremy, Dan.
Give us something. We should have done a let's look at this Instagram.
Let's talk about Joe's pursuit of persimmon.
Uh-oh. Did that die off, or are you still retroactively searching the eBay?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, eventually, yes, I'm going to get one. And what do you want to know?
I heard you talking to Mike Sunday yesterday,
Mhm.
and I think you were probably were they his clubs that you borrowed?
Yes, they were
Okay.
Mike Tice's clubs that I borrowed. Yes,
Okay, so and
but
then
I
he's
did
like,
not use his head covers. They were like straight up like store bought Green Bay Packers
Yeah.
head covers.
I
And
saw
I
that.
was like, I switched him out. I'm not doing that. So
So I was just curious, would you really play a persimmon driver like full time or?
no, I don't think. I mean, Dan, when we were out at Boulder Creek, Dan said, "Look at this, look at this." Like, are you really thinking about gaming one? I'm like, I wouldn't game one. I think there's courses where it would make sense. Like, I think it would be fun to play persimmon at, but I would not specifically only game a persimmon straight up. Like, I think a persimmon out at Wild Horse would be a lot of fun. I think a persimmon out at like Las Vegas Muni would be a lot of fun. Like Goat Hill's a great spot for it. Yeah, I mean Desert Willow, Desert Willow would be fun, but I think I'm not going to game one like officially. Like I'm not going to go to Coyote Springs and play a persimmon, Like you can't do that. But
Would you play one abandoned?
I would do that.
Are you going to bring one to Bandon?
Well, we've got to see if I buy one before we go to Bandon. So,
Are you going to take
I think
out?
that-
Are you going to take out your Callaway and put that in?
I would take out the driver. Yeah, if I had a persimmon, I would take it out.
Would you put like a Ventus in your persimmon head?
Well, that's a thing, right?
Hey,
yeah, I mean, it's
you
like
never know.
Don't ask me to do that.
no, I don't think you can put a Ventus in a persimmon. I think that would be sacrilegious in a way. But you know, I think I
Isn't
really
putting up
think it would be
persimmons in a
really
vessel
cool.
sacrilegious?
I think it'd be really cool to do like a tournament where everybody hits persimmons, because I don't think a lot of the newer golfers understand how small those heads are.
They're tiny.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're fucking small, dude. They're
It looks like
tiny.
you're like the size of the ball. When it's sitting next to the ball, there's not a big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, it's like a blade. It's like a blade driver. I
A
mean,
blade drive.
you know, it really is though. It's like,
Dude,
you know,
I
a lot
had
of these
a
people are looking at these fucking 1800 cc heads, and that's not what these motherfuckers used to hit back in the day.
my first driver I ever bought was a Cobra TI that with the offset,
Yep.
and that my 5-wood now it is a bigger head than what that was.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Boy, I used to hit that thing straight.
Yeah.
I think it was so much fun to hit that persimmon. Like, I felt like I could fucking wrap it around Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard, and you know, hit it from the fountains to fucking Rio, you know, if I needed to. And you can I just felt like I could just hit it anywhere I wanted to. And I just felt like you could be so creative with it. You could hit it low, get it high, you could wrap it, you can cut it, slice it, hook it, whatever you wanted to do. It felt like a piece of craftsmanship to where you can just be like super creative.
You rocking persimmon at Northwoods?
I think that'd be a good
I
spot
think
to
that'd
do
be a
it.
great spot to
I think that'd be a really good spot to do it.
do.
I think a persimmon at tobacco would be cool. Like play up one box, you know, and play a persimmon. Like I think most golf is just like hit it here, hit it there, bullshit. You know, and I think there's golf courses out there where it's like hit it here, let it feed there, let it run out here. That's what I like. I like the creativity. I've always been a creative dude. So I think the creativity of a persimmon is a lot of fun, and it brings out the artist in the golfer,
Gotcha.
you know? And like just like Tobacco Road, like the artist in Mike Strantz really fucking comes out. Like he painted a landscape for us to play golf on. So I think it's only right to try and paint your shots like he painted that landscape.
Jesus.
Poetic.
Wow.
Poetic.
Joe.
Poetic.
That went
Wow.
exactly how I expected it to.
Yeah.
That question.
The soul golfer needs to play in
perfect.
Joseph Socrates over here.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Look, there's nothing better than
I-
being stuck, like flailing your driver, fanning it out into the trees, and then hitting some like little small cutter, low boy cutter onto the green and let it run up. There's no funner shot in golf than being fucked and then just recovering. There's no funner shot, no shot that makes you feel better than recovering from some shit you did before.
I would agree with that. That is a good feeling when you're deep in the shit
yeah.
and you pull off a miraculous shot. You're like, "Fuck yeah!" Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Like I just cut it between these two leaves and fucking let it run up, bounced up, hit a deer and bounced left, and you know, got 5 feet
I
for
get
birdie.
Oh, good Lord.
It's true though. Nothing feels better than a good recovery shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Matt?
Oh,
You didn't say yeah.
it is a great feeling. I haven't had too many of them lately, so I
You forgot what it feels like.
I forgot what it feels like. I've had way too many opportunities, but the execution. So I will retort with having the opportunity and then failing sucks.
Yeah, but yeah,
Pulling it off is pretty fucking amazing, but when you don't, God, it really is debilitating.
well, yeah, that's true, right? But like, that shit happens. It's like it's literally life. I mean, sometimes you don't pull the shit
It's
off.
a shitty way of getting a second opportunity.
Sometimes you hit it dead square on that tree trunk, and it is what it is. But you get a second opportunity to hit a fucking dope ass recovery shot. And if you fuck that one up, you get a third shot at it.
That's me.
Yeah.
Oh,
But when you do, it's sick as fuck.
Oh, you know what happens is you go, why didn't I do that 2 swings ago? Oh,
I love it. I would
That's
just
my
love
beef.
flopping some shit over a tree or hitting a fucking window between some fucking leaves or like branches.
is Cyrus chiming in late? Finally got the kids down, I see. Too funny.
Hey, what's the
Well-
most excited golf course that you guys are excited to play? There's a lot of new golf courses out there.
Shorties.
Yeah, I know that. That's of course top of the list, but other than other than shorties.
Oh, that's your world, man. I'm
Well, Red Feather opened up this past weekend. That's a private golf course. But I feel like there'd be a way in, but there's a lot of really good projects going on.
yeah, there's a ton. Just
There's
none
a
of them
shit
here.
ton. I know we need more activity out here in the Southwest.
I gotta wait for my kids to get through high school and then bounce so wife and I can go hop in a van. I can find out all these places.
Yeah.
Then Joe, I'll be into your shit soul golfing.
Joe,
There we
you
go.
heard that they're under construction the second course at Gamble, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. I knew that.
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yep. And that's why I said we need to wait to go to Gamble because we have to wait till the second one's
Yep.
done.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
And Sedge Valley will be opening up soon.
Yep, Sedge will open up. There's a lot of really good projects out there. Like Jeff Marsh, he has confirmed he will come on the podcast. We just need to do it one of these days. He was just out at Tree Farm. He was at Old Barneswell. I know Sedge Valley's in the works. There's a lot of really good golf being built out there.
Cyrus and new
Pinehurst
course. I'm
10.
still trying to play all the Vegas ones. Well, you got to stop playing TBC Summerlin every day, every Friday, and not inviting any of us. So
Yeah, it's just at least invite us, and we can tell you if there's like a movement that looks similar to somewhere.
Hey, we're
else
gonna
in the
see
world.
Cyrus tomorrow night. So
Yeah.
I won't.
Except Joe won't. Joe says yes and then makes other plans. What a jerk. Is that a soul golf thing?
Yep. Soul golfing my way
I'll
into
be
a
there.
sweet.
I'm not
epic.
going, but I'm not going to tell him.
Hey, I'm going to be watching the Knights 6-0, going 7-0, drinking free beer and eating free food in the company suite. So
Not a bad gig.
Nice.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Right? There's free food and free beer at where we're going too. So
But there's no Knights game. So
yeah, I know.
I really would love to do that. So it's that betting thing, right? Where you hit it in a circle and you get
Yeah, you can make wagers on.
I'm
shots.
really interested to hear like what you guys come away with that with.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be talking about it next week.
Yeah.
We'll be posting some stories and maybe go live.
Because where does that land? Is that in the middle of a casino or is that at a golf course or it sounds very interesting, but where does that land? Where does that hit?
Yeah, and I'm wondering if
I hope you ask the hard questions and understand what those are.
Oh, you know me. Yes, Joe. the hard questions.
Connie Chung.
I'm curious if it is something he's trying to sell to places like 5-Iron, Golf Stop, RoboGolf, or is he trying to do his own facility that, hey, I'm the only one that has this software. You have to come here to do this.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll
I
see
mean,
him
it
on
sounds
Shark Tank.
interesting as fuck. Like if like I told Jason from Swing Point, I said if I walked by that, I would 100% put $10, $20 down automatically to do it. But where am I coming across that at? You know, and I think that's where they got to find that at. you
Yeah.
know?
It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm interested
Another-
to hear what you guys come away with.
Another golf spot here in Vegas. Pop
We're
stroke
growing.
coming.
We're growing ass
Oh,
city,
do you know
man.
what is up with this Netflix win F1?
Sounds like
Why-
it's straight golf.
I did not
Right?
look into it at
Oh, yeah.
all.
Yeah, it didn't
is
pique
it
my interest much at all.
is it F1 drivers and PGA Tour
Yep.
players playing together?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw some snippets to where it's like it's F1 drivers, PGA players playing
There's
golf
8-Bit
together.
Joe,
Huh?
this guy almost got through an hour.
There he is.
I thought originally F1 was going to be driving the carts to try and play as fast as possible, but sounds like it's a straight golf tournament.
Mhm.
It'll be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. And there, I mean, now that the PGA Tour season's over, shouldn't another full swing episode be coming?
Yes,
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be.
I saw a trade. Did you guys watch Squid Game at all?
Yeah.
Yep, I watched Squid Games.
Jeremy, you never watched it?
Mm-mm.
Whoa!
Wow.
What were you doing during the pandemic?
Yeah, that's kind of everybody
That was
has
like
seen
a-
it.
I
It's
know,
like
I
a
need to.
badge of honor during COVID.
Yeah, they
Dude,
have
I've
a,
never seen Game of Thrones. I've never seen Star Wars. I just
I knew
keep it
about
up,
Star
keep it
Wars.
going.
Keep
Yeah,
it going.
I understand Game of Thrones. I've never watched Game of Thrones, but Star Wars,
You've never watched Game of Thrones?
I haven't, no.
That's
Dan,
even
have
more
you?
shocking.
Yeah, I've seen
to
them
me.
all.
Okay, thank
No,
you.
but I've seen Star Wars, and that shit is 50 years old now, so there's no excuse.
I know it's more impressive to hold out than to
Yeah,
finally watch it.
your legacy is defining you now. You're like, that's the guy that's
Yes.
never seen Star Wars.
Yep.
There's 9 movies and he hasn't seen any of them. That is
Well,
hilarious.
you are privileged with the opportunity to watch them in the order they were intended. So
That's
that's
true.
good.
That's true.
Yeah, that's how I made my kids watch them.
Yeah.
But Squid Game, they have a new reality series where people are playing Squid Game, but you don't die; you just get eliminated. So it's pretty cool. Sorry if I spoiled that for you, Jeremy.
Yeah, I know all about it. I just never seen it. I've seen Roblox games made that kids were playing, and look, this is Squid
You're-
Game. Cool.
Have
So
you ever seen Old Boy?
Old Boy?
Anyone watch Old Boy, the movie?
Who's in that?
Oh man, that's
Rob
a
is
fucking
another no Star Wars, no Game of Thrones.
That's a mind twist,
God.
bro. Like if you want to get fucked in the head, watch the original Old Boy. It's pretty tough. It's
Ugh.
pretty tough to handle, but it's a Japanese movies from like
Mhm.
the early or late 90s, early 2000s. Pretty fucking crazy, like Battle Royale. But we're going way off topic.
Oh my god!
But yeah,
I don't even remember how we got here.
watch Star Wars
Netflix.
if you've never seen it.
Netflix.
This is the
series,
rabbit
yes.
hole that is
Yes.
Netflix.
Yeah,
You start talking
it's
about
like
Netflix.
it's just like Instagram reels. You
Yep.
just keep going and
Yeah.
going, and then you're watching some dude make macaroni and cheese with squeezy bottles.
Matt, did you ever watch the original
Easy
Squid Game?
cheese.
like
Mo-
pre-pandemic.
Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Oh my god, that's.
Do you
the
remember
best.
that from back in the day?
Is that like
Early
Was that
2000s?
the what's Ninja Warrior? But
Yes, but like more inflatable than it was actually
Yeah, yeah.
structural. Oh my God. I know Jeremy knows what I'm talking about. We've talked about
Yes,
this
sir.
before. That's the original Squid Game was amazing.
Yeah, those old videos, that stuff is absolutely fantastic.
I'm not sure if it's Netflix or if it's Hulu, but somebody's got them. Somebody's got the episodes. So I'm going to have to do some
Oh, wow.
research.
Also, if you guys remember, what the hell was the show? American Gladiator.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
There's a
loved
couple-
American.
Oh, yeah.
I saw them at Thomas and Mack.
There's a couple
Fan.
documentaries on those people that, holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
They did
That's
a 30-30
crazy.
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Netflix one, or it's Prime or something, but oh my goodness, it is outstanding how much things were different back then and how they got away with shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they need to do a 30 for 30 on Lee Trevino before he dies. Like, who else we got? We got Jack. Jack's still alive. Like a 30 for 30 on Jack while
don't
he's
know. Gary
alive.
Player,
Lee
maybe.
Trevino.
I'm sure they've done one on him. I mean, there's no way. They've had to have.
Not that I'm aware of.
Have they done a 30 for 30
have
on
to go.
Tiger?
They need to do that too.
I don't recall- I
he's
know
not-
they've-
Hopefully he doesn't die
I know
soon.
they've done the Netflix special on him, but
Just saving some grace
give
right
him the Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, I mean, just,
now.
you know, yeah.
Sorry, Jack. Joe
I'm
killed
still
you.
waiting on my Lee Trevino fucking Funko Pop.
Did they come out with it?
No,
Oh, okay.
but they need
Yeah.
to.
They did these
I'm-
4 and then nothing.
I'm still waiting on my Jack Eichel Funko Pop too. But
That never came?
no, it's supposed to be here in December.
Oh, good Lord.
Anyway, there's a
Yeah.
lot of stories out there that they need to explore. I mean, with golf exploding how it has, I mean, I think with some of the legends that are still alive, they need to, like, if you need a camera crew, I'll bring out my iPhone or something.
Okay.
You need a camera
Rob,
crew.
are you
I'll bring
serious?
my iPhone.
No subtitles? He won't watch something because it's got subtitles?
Who?
Rob. Squid Game, wait, subtitles only, no thanks, not reading episodes.
No Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Rob?
Passion of the Christ? I mean, come on, there's some amazing subtitles.
Dances
Crouching
with
Tiger, Hidden
Wolves?
Dragon.
Christ. I've never seen Passion of the Christ.
What's that?
I've never seen Passion.
That's
of the
a
Christ.
rough watch. You might not want to watch that.
Yeah.
I refused
That's a rough
it
watch.
when I was in. Yeah, this is probably a hard line, but I won't even talk about it.
Well, now you have to.
I didn't know it had subtitles. No, my buddy, he's far removed from my life. He's like, you gotta watch Passion of the Christ. You gotta do it. I was like, no, man, I'm like level. I'm universal. I'm not faithful to anything, right? Like I'm
You're still a
one with
golfer.
the earth. I am one with you. We are brothers kind of situation. And you do what you do, and I love you for it, and you do what you do, and you're still my brother. But I was like, I don't want to watch it. I mean, that's
That
that's
was
a
the
synopsis.
longest setup for the easiest answer ever.
That was a
I was-
very elaborate no.
There's more to it, but
I was
there's
waiting
more.
for the. I was saved and just getting deep, and he said, "I told him no."
I don't want to watch it.
There's so much. There's a lot. There's more to it, but I'm like, I don't need anybody telling me what I think. But I don't know.
Good
You do what
heavens.
you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. We're all
Alright, so
friends. We're
we could-
brothers. We live life.
At least Crouching
Soul
Tiger,
golf.
Hidden Dragon, we could agree with on that. I mean, this guy. Okay. And that's the bell.
Plus, Mel Gibson was eating Carl's Jr. hella drunk, and those videos didn't sit well with me.
What the fuck? Where did that even come from?
Look at Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy's gone. He's gone. He fell out of his chair. Oh, wow. Well, gotta hand it to you, Joe. You pull him out, man.
That's what I do, man. That's why I drink beers on Mondays.
Oh, Rob, you seriously need to watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon because that is one of the most epic subtitle movies ever made. You can't do the translating. Anyways, all right, Joe, wrap up this. Wrap it up for us, and we'll allow people to get back to their regularly scheduled programming.
And most of this episode, I don't even know what we were talking about, but thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to share with your mom and dad, you can do that, but it might not be the best topic to share. But appreciate you listening
in for Joe next week. And
yeah, if you got any good golf courses out there that we should play, maybe in January, send them our way because we're looking for somewhere to go. Me and Dan for our birthday with Trey and Julian. But yeah, we appreciate you listening. I know we can be controversial sometimes, but it's going to happen because we're humans and we love you. And I love you. And I got the new golf ball galleries up there. Shout out Golf Ball Gallery. They're doing a really good podcast. Barrels, Snap Hook. Anyway, I'll wrap it up because Matt's yawning. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. We fucked up last week, but this week I think it was pretty good. And we might get some
couple of glitches, but I think we're gonna make
Good
it.
recovery.
Yeah. Shout out the Golden Knights. Shout out the Aces. Back to back. We'll see you guys next week. And until then, later.